Hello everybody. I'm making this video to help you out with this turtle races activity that we're going to be doing on Desmos in class on Thursday and Friday of the 19th and 20th of November before conferences. Um, so this video might end up being a little bit long as I'm walking you through this activity, and the purpose of this is to help you out if you're feeling a little bit stuck. So I don't want you to watch this video in its entirety right now and then go do the activity. Rather, I'd like for you to be pausing this video as you go and only use this video for parts that you're feeling kind of stuck on and you need some hints. Okay, so I have this turtle races linked in Google Classroom, and there will be a link to it from the announcement in Canvas as well. You'll click on the Desmos activity and it's going to take you to this screen. It's going to take you to this screen. Here we go. So this is the first page of this activity. And what we have here is a video that you'll watch. And then just as the prompt is telling you, write a story about what you see. I don't think you need any particular hints from me for this part of it. I would encourage you, if you want to include some scientific vocabulary about what you're seeing, go for it. And if you don't, then that's totally fine as well. Mainly, this is just setting the stage for the next step. So go ahead and pause the video here and try this next page. And then if you need to, unpause the video and watch my explanation for this next page. Okay, so on slide 2, we have that same video we just watched for slide 1. These same two turtles, and we see that, we've got a slow turtle number 1 and a faster turtle number 2, and turtle number 2 catches up and wins the race. Cool. What we do have now is a little bit more information on this video. We can see a little more information about the time that this race is what's taking place. And we have this information here with feet. What would that be indicating? Yes, of course, the distance, all right? The position of where these turtles are at any given point in time. What's really nice here is that we have this toggle switch, just like we did with the video in the ball and floor activity, where you can move it to any particular time and distance within this race. And that's really going to help you out with filling out this data table for these 2 slots for the blue turtle. So I encourage you, if you're really not sure how to do this, there's always, what's really nice about this is some guess and check. So, you can go ahead and throw in some responses in here and play the video. Oh, excuse me, check my work. And it will show you where your data points lie. So here are the data points and where the actual turtle is, which is really nice to help you out with being able to see, okay, so does this work? So if you're really, if you do find this challenging, really the goal is you can use guess and check to try to line up your, we got to click check my work. But to make sure that we've got 4 check marks. That's going to be super important when we go to the next slide. You've got to make sure that you have 4 check marks when you check your work so that you have the correct answers. Otherwise, you'll have a little bit of trouble on the next slide. So go ahead and do that. Pause the video, of course, and then move on to the next slide with me. Okay, so as we can see here, we still have my responses from the last screen. We also know that these ones are incorrect. Here's my hint for this. When trying to determine speed, what we really need to know is what is speed. And I want you to get a little more specific about when we talk about speed, what are the things that we are connecting? What are the 2 variables that we need to know? So we can't just say how fast something is. We want to know really what are the 2 things that we need to know about an object in order to know its speed. Once you have that, you might be able to determine the speed. A quick note, we're talking about speed in feet per second. So how many feet does the turtle go each second? That's your hint. Again, pause the video if you need it. Check out the next screen. If you do that before you unpause, because then I'll be giving more hints about the next screen. Okay, we're on this next screen. No hints here. Watch the video. Move on to the next slide. Okay, now we're getting into a little bit of graphing, right? So what we have here, we can see this red and blue dot. That's indicating where these turtles are in time across their line. Your job is to drag this point representing the distance versus time relationship for the turtle in lane 3. That's this one right here. And then check your work. So if I replay this video, okay, I see that because I've just got my dot right here, my turtle's standing still. So I can move this and I can watch where my turtle is. This turtle's moving really slowly. So I might need to adjust where I put this to try to match up with the other turtle. I'm going to restart this one. Now I can still see my turtle's moving kind of slowly compared to this other one. So I'm going to move this along to try to match that ghost turtle's speed. I'm going to let you guys mess around with that. But you manipulate it by doing this. Again, you're looking for a green check. When you've got a green check, you'll know that you did it right. Pause the video, try out the next screen, then unpause if you need a hint. All right, so we're on this screen. Our question is, which is faster? The graph shows the relationship between the distance and time for the 3 turtles. Which is faster, the lane 1 turtle or the lane 3 turtle? So we first need to orient ourselves to what information is the most important. And we really don't need to be looking at this blue line at all for lane 2. So we really just need to focus our attention on the red line for lane 1 and the purple line for lane 3. And these lines do look different. Some information that I see about this is that lane 1, let me see if I can, maybe there. So they finished the race in 6 seconds. Let me see if I can draw 6, yeah. Okay, so they finished the race in 6 seconds. But lane 3, the lane 3 turtle, they finished the race in 8 seconds. So I know that lane 1 beat lane 3. But we also know that lane 1 got a head start. They started at a distance of 6 feet. So I want you to use what information that you have about this line to try to figure out whether did lane 1 beat lane 3 because it was faster or because it got a head start? So is lane 1 faster? Is lane 3 faster? Or are they both going at the same speed? Use the information from the graph that might help you out with that. And remember, you can also go back to this other slide and watch that video again of these 3. Watch the speed, excuse me, not my fake line. Watch the speed of the ghost turtle compared to the red turtle to help you to determine how their speeds compare. Okay, so we have these equations that represent the speeds of each of these turtles. And this slide is really just having you play around and notice what these numbers really mean. So choose anything random, right? It doesn't matter what you're choosing here. You can make up anything that you want just so that you can watch and see what happens. So let's see what happens when I do this. Right? Try out a few here. It's kind of interesting to mess around and see how these numbers affect the turtle's speed. This is a fun playing slide where you can create a race between different turtles. So again, you can do whatever you want here. I'm going to make one of my turtles do this. I'll switch the color. Maybe I'll have this turtle do this. Okay, I'll let you guys mess around with this and watch what happens based off of the lines that you create. Okay, I'm gonna pause that so you don't see what goes on. All right, I don't know that you need too much help with this. This is a good check for understanding that we did in class. And that's going to be true for the next slides as well. So I will let you try to figure out those other slides on your own. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you are in class, just know that you're always welcome to pop into the main room to get my attention, and I'll be bopping around to different rooms as well. Thank you.